What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy J Tuck. Real football fans, stand up and yo, I have to thank each and every one of you once again. We have reached 6,000 subscribers on this channel, and I deeply appreciate each and every one of you guys for sharing the content, spreading the word about the work that we do here in this community, and we're going to continue to climb and continue to grow. But yo, today we have to talk about a prospect a lot of you down below in the comments have been asking me about. Yo, Tuck, I like this prospect. He's cool. I like what I saw from him, but I want to know about. And y'all know how we do. If y'all ask, well, we deliver. And the player that we're going to talk about today is Jalin Hyatt, wide receiver out of Tennessee. Now, we a family. We can talk. All right, we family, you know. And I know we have a lot of Cowboys fans who watch this channel. And we got a lot of NFL fans across the board who watches this channel. But for us Cowboys fans at pick 26, I don't think he is going to be there, y'all. I just don't think he's going to be there. And why do I not think he's going to be available? Because NFL teams love speed at the wide receiver position. And think about in 2020, even though Jefferson was more complete, even though CeeDee Lamb was more complete, even Judy was more complete, they went with Ruggs, right? You saw what happened with Jalen Waddle. Like, people love speed, and it's hard to pass on the things you cannot coach. And when it comes to Jalin Hyatt, he has elite Olympic speed, probably going to run like a 4.31, 40 in the combine, maybe possibly a 4.2. NFL scouts and coaches are going to be salivating at the mouth to get this kid early. I would be shocked if Jalin Hyatt's sitting on the board at 26, but you never know, right? You never know, right? But when it comes to Jalin Hyatt, like I said, Olympic speed, man, track speed, he's definitely a speed demon. He's a burner, big home run, catch and run ability. He gets the ball in his hands in stride, and he's gone to the house. We'll see that here shortly in the film session. Precise route runner. Now, I think a lot of people get confused. When I say precise route runner, I'm talking about stopping and going. I'm talking about cuts, right? I'm not talking about the full route tree. It's a little bit different, right? But when I say precise, that means he can cut. He's agile, right? And has reliable hands, explosive first step off the line of scrimmage. I mean, the kid has a lot in his tool bag, right? Now, footwork isn't the best. Route tree isn't the best. A lot of people knack on him is that he comes off the line of scrimmage fairly high. He's probably just going to be your prototypical slot wide receiver. But me personally, when you possess this kind of speed, I don't give a damn if you come out high, low, sideways, whatever you do. He's taking the top off the defenders and defenses, man. So, you know, you can nitpick and say he comes out fairly high off the line of scrimmage, but I'm really not going to nitpick it because, like I said, his speed is second to none, especially in this year's class. But one of the knocks, right, only 1 year production, so he only had a good year last year. So it's like, you know, that's the question mark. Can he do it on a consistent basis? And also adjusting to the pro-style offense. At Tennessee, they're in a spread offense. So for you that do not know, the spread offense is when you kind of spread the field out. It's for ball distribution. The team wants to play fast with tempo and strip away the complexity of the verbiage and the language of the play calling so they can get on the field fast, so that way the defense can't make substitutions. So from a wide receiver standpoint, the language is what we call a digit system, meaning they're going to tell you run a 9 route, meaning it's just go deep, right? It's very simplified, but we know at the NFL level, things get a lot more complex. There's only like a few teams that kind of run this offense, right? You might say the Patriots used to run in some capacity, also what the Cardinals kind of used to do. But for most NFL teams, the verbiage, the language, and the route concepts are going to be drastically different from what Jalin Hyatt saw in Tennessee. But make no mistakes about it, this kid's explosive. Let's go ahead and get into the film. So on this first play here, you got him lined up inside. So like I said, he'll be your prototypical slot wide receiver. Played a lot in the slot. I don't think he'll play outside as much. I think he's going to be primarily a slot wide receiver, though he can play your Z as well in some cases, but I think this is going to be his home. But lined up in the inside, it's going to run this quick curl route. And I want you guys, once again, start from the base up. So look at his stance. It looks comfortable. Comes out. Now, some people say he's high, right? I really don't care, because this corner has a fear of that over-the-top vertical threat. And once again, you'll see when he plants right there and cuts, Boom, in the dirt on the comeback route and secures the catch. So just from the vertical threat alone, it's going to force corners to respect it. You got to respect it. And that's why when he put his foot in the dirt, that corner's hips turned all quirky and all sorts of stuff, right? Because he didn't want to get beat over the top. Now, this is actually a clip from the end of the game. So we'll see here shortly why this corner was fearing for his life, and Hyatt was able to make that comeback curl route. All right, next play here. I want to kind of show some of the ways that Tennessee used him. So they did this like motion wheel route a lot with him, just in the backfield. Even though the play didn't come to him, they ran this frequently, especially versus Alabama in this game. But just keeping him as a threat. And honestly, you know, it was like a pass interference, I believe. But just that deep threat he possesses. And honestly, he probably could have got it a little bit deeper. But, you know, corner's holding for dear life. And once again, they run the same kind of concept here below. Even though it didn't go here. This next play here, you see him lined up inside. And this is why I don't think he's going to be on the board, y'all. Strictly for this reason right here. Home run, inside release. And he's just off to the races. Just simply off to the races. Like I said, not a complete route tree, right? But this, you can't coach this. It's just, you know what? Just splitting the zone, getting over the top. He takes the top off like it's Mardi Gras, and we'll see that consistently when it comes to Jalin Hyatt. He's just a burner. Just a burner. For those of you that play Madden, it's like when you used to have Randy Moss, and you didn't know nothing, but you just going to press square. He's that just press square type of wide receiver. Touchdown to the house. On this play here, they're lined up in this similar like wing T formation. He's going to come across underneath. And this is what happens when you get the ball in his hand and get him in space. Just gets to the crib. So I feel like he can develop, right? He's a prospect, right? There's going to be some development. And think about this, y'all. Remember Tyreek Hill when he came? He wasn't fully complete. He was just an over-the-top burner kind of wide receiver, and he developed as time progresses. I think he can do that same exact thing when it comes to Jalin Hyatt, but you just get the ball in his hands. He's a playmaker. Line him up, mano a mano, tell him to go deep, have some simplified routes, make things simple for him so he can use his God-given ability and put the ball in his hands and let him create. Next play here, lined up in the slot. And once again, nothing cute, nothing too surgical when it comes to this release. The feet are chopping. He's fairly quick. But know what? I'm just going to take the top off Mardi Gras once again. And this is the attraction when it comes to Jalin Hyatt. So when I see all these comments, Hyatt in the comment section below, I understand. Now, from a Dallas Cowboys standpoint, we don't really stretch the field. And I dropped the Mike McCarthy West Coast offense so you guys can understand that's really not our forte when it comes to the play calling. But if you're able to get this caliber of weapon, you can do a lot in your offense. And he's a little bit bigger than some of the other wide receivers who we'll talk about, like Josh Downs and also Zay Flowers. He's 6 foot tall when the others are like 5'10", 5'11". But just from this standpoint, a home run, boom. And then once again, he's going to come on the inside release. He's stacked up below. And once again, taking the top off. You're not catching him. So this is why I said in that first clip that corner was holding on for dear life because of all this. Right? Inside release. And when he turns it up and revs up, there's no catching him. There's no catching this kid. He's once again off to the races. It's deuces, man. So you got to love it. But like I said, if you're a Cowboys fan, you're like, yo, Tuck, that's what I want. That's what I need. If I had to bet money right now, I do not think that Jalin Hyatt will be sitting there at 26. But if he is there, I would not be upset if we were to draft him, even though I do think that there's other wide receivers that fits our offense a little bit more. You can't coach that, man. That's sexy. That's toys. That's Turbo Master right there. And I definitely love some toys, especially at the wide receiver position, man. But it's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all social media platforms at jtuck151. Once again, I appreciate all the support for reaching 6,000 subscribers. We are not done yet, so share with friends, your mama, aunties, uncles, whoever, to let them know about CFO Sports. And if you like draft prospects and more draft content, there's more below. We are not done. Continue to watch, but I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And if Jalin Hyatt is there at 26, then Mike McCarthy, I'm with it. Let's get it. Peace.